this reading finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So if you're new to this channel, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realize with my readings or even with other... Oh no, I'm running out of memory. Be right back. Hola, sorry, I forgot that I was supposed to only do 6 videos and then I have to switch memory card. I kind of forgot to do it, and but anyway, let's go back into our readings. All right, let's talk about your overall energy for the now. You have the Justice card in reverse. You have the you have the Wheel of the Year, and then you also have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this has been like a recurring theme, especially for Virgo seasons, where people are being so hard on themselves and killing themselves late at night with all of these mental thoughts, up to the point that you may feel like your head is a little bit clouded at this very moment. It's kind of like normal, just so you know why. Because you have this Wheel of the Year in the middle, popping out of nowhere, and it's a card of expansion. It's a card of luck. So if you feel like there's one particular areas of your life that you feel is kind of like quite lacking and it's causing like a lot of headache, just kind of like focus on the good things, because good things are really coming in your way though. But in terms of relationship, with the Justice card in reverse there, you might feel that there's like a little bit of an unequal give and take in here. And for me, I noticed this, that when Justice card is in reverse position, especially in a relationship spread, it could also talk about somebody being used with another person. And I feel like you might feel that somebody was taking advantages of you just a little bit. And that's kind of like how you process things through. Because why? In the past, even you already have a very, very severe trust issues with this person. You have the Queen of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles, because you feel like this person is kind of like quite indifferent. You feel like this person is so focused on them, or their work, on their career, on their studies, or their families, or what have you, or their freedom, their independence, and you kind of like feel like, oh, all right, that's what you want to be focusing on. All right, so you don't want to be focusing on this relationship. Okay, so I'm going to mirror you back again. This person is like the Six of Swords. This person tried to walk away from you. This person tried to stop thinking about you. This person tried to move away from you. But again, it's like a loop that is going on. So the more that they kind of like want to walk away, the more that they're going back. It's got kind of like something about you, kind of like quite as addictive towards them. But again, this person is still a very highly self-sufficient type of individual, meaning that I feel like it's about timing though, Leo, because they are still very much focused on their Nine of Pentacles. And even in the now, in the present card, they're still focused on their Star card. So Star card talks about their wish fulfillment. Star card talks about them trying to they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to self-realization and self-actualizations a lot. They're focusing on their ambitions and they're focusing on their aspirations and everything like that. They plan something for you, but I feel like they kind of like cancel it because again, they're much more focused on themselves. And I'm not saying that they're a selfish person, but I just feel like this is much more of a case of a bad timing where you're already is the Queen of Pentacles. You're ready to settle down with a King of Pentacles, but you're just dealing with somebody who is still very much building to become a King of Pentacles, if that makes sense. And you've exercised like a lot of your patience in here. You have the Strength card, but you feel like every decisions that they're making with their life is like you are not a factor when they want to decide on that. You know what I mean? Like for instance, you're dealing with somebody who's very, very ambitious, and all of a sudden they got a promotions that forces them to move out of the country or forces them to move out of the city, and they take it, and you're like, what? How about me? Because you feel like if that thing were to happen to you, you'd probably be considering them first too, like your relationship. But they just like straight ahead, sure, okay, I'm gonna get it, all right, because they're still focused on that. Like there's no malefic person in here. It's just a bad timing. So you exercise like a lot of your patience, but the more that you realize that this person is still very, very focused on themselves a lot, is like you guys are no longer being emotionally receptive towards them. You guys are pulling back. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse in here. Queen of Cups in reverse may talk about a little bit of an emotional manipulations that you may be doing. So you might be doing something to cause an emotional reactions. Like for instance, you know that this person doesn't like this particular best friend of yours who is of an opposite sex, and then you hang out with this person just so that that person feels like a little bit jealous. Like you may be doing this, or it could mean that, you know, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it means that you're no longer interested in being emotionally receptive towards them, and you're no longer interested in hearing how they went. You're no longer willing to listen to all their stories, no longer interested into becoming somebody's emotional support. Because you tried to be understanding, you tried with this hangman here, you tried to follow their thoughts, but you feel like it's unfair. You feel like they have this much more of a taking energy. This relationship would actually work if you also focus on building yourself too and not being so relationship focused, but I feel like you guys are not there. I think you're already in a place where you are the Queen of Pentacles, where you feel like, you know what, I've went through a lot, that I feel like right now it's time for me to be meeting somebody who is of my equal, somebody who wants to have a relationship, somebody who is serious about a relationship, and somebody who would prioritize a relationship over anything else, if that makes sense. So let's go and jump into the future card now. All right, Leo. So here's the thing. This person, well, it's hard to make them try to understand you either way. You know what I mean? Because this person is going to act in the future like nothing happened. So it's either they're going to reach out for you and not address the current issues that you feel is going on between the both of you, and it's again driving you crazy with the Nine of Swords in here. Probably going away for like or maybe focusing on your money sector, especially if you're Leo rising, your second house right now is lighting up a lot. Focusing on your money, focusing on other things beside relationship would do you more good than harm. Because it's like you're too focused on this, you know? Kind of like want to know how do they feel about you though. Ini perasaan mereka kayak gimana sama si Leo? So they kind of like feel that what you have, it's like Five of Cups. So initially what they appreciate about the relationship between you and them is a friendship aspect. So regardless of how they emotionally feel about you, they feel like you guys are the one person that they could share everything about them. They really appreciate that. Yeah. And you feel like they're much more interested in that rather than having this Two of Cups. So you need like a lot of emotional closeness, whereas they're much more focused on the friendship aspect, on becoming a best friend forever type of energy. Do they want you? Yeah, but it's just a case of a bad timing, Leo. Because in the future, this person is going to come back around as if like nothing happened, and they're still going to be focusing a lot on themselves. It's not that they're selfish. It's just a case of a bad timing because this person is so focused on their work, so focused on other areas of their life. So kind of like manage your expectations a bit and try to distract yourself away from the relationship altogether. Okay? Because, yeah. Because even if you guys are single and you're actively looking, I don't feel like 1 to 2 weeks from now is going to be a good time for a relationship. Money, yes, I could really see it happening. Or career or what have you, yeah. But in terms of relationship, just kind of like be patient just a while. Because there's going to be somebody coming in your way, but this person is also, I mean, if you're actively dating, you're going to be meeting somebody who is a little bit of a ladies' man or a player. So manage your expectations if you meet somebody in 1 to 2 weeks from now, all right? So just take it with a grain of salt, though. Just focus on your work, and just, even if you want to date, well, just take it for a companionship instead of wanting to have a relationship with somebody, all right? So that's if you guys are only dating one person. But what happens if you guys are dealing with two people? Person A is a lot better for you than person B, but you're so focused on person B, although this person has disappointed you so many times. With person A, this person cannot seem to get over you. Even with you being emotionally unreceptive of them, they still feel that you're the unique person, you're awesome, you're everything like that. In the future, this person would try to do something exciting with you, but because you're so caught up with person B, I don't feel like you see it. Person B is somebody who is always self-sufficient, somebody who is always focused on themselves. And with this person, you've had major trust issues with this person. You might be finding this person through work too, but that's maybe for some Leos out there. In the future, you just don't understand this person, and this person was planning to do something nice for you, but they kind of like canceled it. In the future, this person may return, but this person is going to be juggling you with another person, and you want a relationship with them. So just from what I can tell, like, even if in the future, I understand it's hard to forget somebody, but if person B comes around, at least kind of like manage your expectations just a little bit, all right, so that you don't get hurt. Okay, so I think that's it for my reading for you, Leos. I hope you guys find like a lot of clarity that you've been looking for, and I'll see you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye.